Orac coughed. At least it resembled a cough. It was sufficient to awaken he who slept. Avon yawned. "How long have I been asleep?" he asked, rising to his feet from a bunk and stretching his limbs. "Many days." "Really?" "Yes, really." "Well, I suppose you've woken me up because you have something to say." "We are approaching Earth's orbit," Orac said. "Before we commit to entering it, I thought you might like the opportunity to change your mind." "That's very considerate of you, but it was your idea to come down to Earth in the first place." "I have had second thoughts. You will be no safer on Earth than anywhere else." "That doesn't leave much choice, does it? But we're closer to Earth than anywhere else, so it's as good or bad a place as any." Avon frowned. "Does that make sense?" "Oh, it clearly does to you." "All right, well, let's get to it." "Are you sure?" "One can never be sure of anything." Orac snorted. "Upon thy head be it, then." Avon took in his surroundings as if they were somehow unfamiliar. "Well, this is not the Liberator, is it? In case you have forgotten, you stole this spacecraft. A not-so-grand theft, but it has served its purpose." "You use the past tense." "We are low on fuel, and unless we find some, I should say if we manage to land on Earth's surface, wherever we land is where we will be obliged to stay." Avon laughed. "I could always steal another spacecraft, couldn't I?" Orac snorted again, but did not reply. "How close are we?" Avon inquired. "Within 1 hour's flying time at full speed. I would suggest reducing that to half speed to conserve our fuel for entry. So, 2 hours." "Oh, good. That will give me time to clean myself up and get out of these clothes. I like to look and feel my best when I'm about to embark on a new enterprise." Another snort. "You can take care of things here on the flight deck while I'm gone, can't you?" Avon said as he strolled to an exit. "I have so far," Orac said to his retreating back. A little over an hour later, Avon returned. He'd shaved off the beard that had grown whilst he had slept. He had bathed and dressed in a leather outfit. A bowie knife was tucked into one of his boots. "I feel 10 years younger," he said airily. "You don't look it," Orac commented. "Why are you always so cantankerous?" "You bring out the worst in me." "I seem to have had that effect on a lot of people." "You will surely do so again," Orac said. "Once we have entered Earth's atmosphere," Avon said, "where are we likely to make landfall?" Ah, what's that supposed to mean?" "I cannot be certain. If we had sufficient fuel, I could adjust our course, but we don't, so I can't. As it is, we must glide part of the way." "Which means I must take manual control." It was not a question. "You've done it before?" Avon sighed wearily. "I'm getting too old for this." "You became too old a long time ago." Avon gritted his teeth. "Well, I'm not finished yet." It was Orac's turn to sigh. "I was afraid you might say that. My problem is that when you are finished, I will suffer the same fate, unless, of course, you remove the charges placed inside me and bequeath me to another." "Oh, I couldn't do that. And in your heart of hearts, you wouldn't want me to." "I haven't got a heart, as you keep telling me. I am a mere machine.